Baby, it looks like Jay-Z and Beyonce are already feeling the heat after Diddy's arrest. Because word on the street is Jay-Z just met up with a criminal attorney and a divorce lawyer, all in the same day. This news just sent the internet into a frenzy because just after Diddy's arrest, there was word going around that the feds were eyeing Jay-Z as the next person to investigate because of his strong affiliations with Diddy and some of the dirty deals that they made together in the past. But no one expected for things to catch up to Jay. This early, everybody thought that the feds would be looking into him after Diddy was tried and sentenced, but considering the fact that he just met up with a criminal defense lawyer, it means the end might be nearing closer than we think. And Beyonce is not waiting around to get dragged along with him. She's reportedly already getting divorce papers together and is ready to disappear once stuff hits the fan child without wasting any more time. Let's just get right into it, because the tea is piping high now. As y'all already know, Jay and Diddy were pretty much besties in the industry, and they did everything together. At some point, Diddy even was referring to Jay as his brother. However, right after Diddy was incriminated in Cassie's lawsuit, Jay started distancing himself so the heat wouldn't catch up to him too, but it's too late for all that now, cause this whole mess is at his front door, and Beyonce is not sticking around to help him through it. In fact, the rumors about Beyonce leaving him have been going around for a few months now, but everybody thought it was a lie. The rumor was started by the YouTube tea blogger Storm Monroe. According to Storm, he's got several insiders in the industry, and his source, who's actually in Beyonce's camp, spilled some tea exclusive to him, claiming that Beyonce has been gearing up to leave Jason last November when Cassie found that lawsuit. According to this source, the reason why Beyonce has been pushing all these products and trying to push albums down folks' throats is because things are about to get really bad, and she's trying to make as much money as she possibly can before Jay is exposed by the feds.
And part of the reason why they have or they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to ask Jason Lee. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're going to see Beyonce divorce him. Okay. And she may or may not do an interview, but you're going to, their publicist is going to release something. She's going to say, oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah, 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 blah. Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're going to do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all that she knows.
And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because just in the last year and a half alone, she went on a world tour, released her own movie, released a hair care line, released another album, and released a tequila brand, and is reportedly gearing up for another tour. I don't know about y'all, but during the peak of Beyonce's career, she was not pushing out this many projects in such a short amount of time. People believe the reason why she's pushing all this out is because something big is about to happen that will make people side a herd too, as if this wasn't shady enough. The topic of Beyonce divorcing Jay came up again when Jason Lee had the audacity to blackmail Beyonce on camera. He threatened to spill some major tea that he about Beyonce unless she convinced Kelly Rowland to have an interview with him. At the time, a lot of people had no idea what he was talking about, but now people believe it had something to do with her and Jay.
Good internet would go crazy. I'm gonna tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now. Ooh. And that's where I go back to, like, we're friends in the game. We support each other. We We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Law? Oh, there's one more thing. Beat this, Johnny.
Woo!
So that in itself, I think Beyonce could have gave me a, you know what I mean? Like there should be a little love there. Now,
Maybe she doesn't know.
Beyonce doesn't know.
Yeah, I don't think Beyonce, and they're not going to share that with her.
Yvette knows. I
Her
got the
people
receipts. I
know.
still
Her
have the
people know.
receipts. Yvette know I got the receipts. I got them. Now if I get that message to Beyonce,
Yes,
I
she
can
needs
get
to
it
know.
to I'm connected. I could get the message to Beyonce.
She needs to know.
And I think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's going to be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
Fast forward to a few days ago after Diddy was arrested, it was revealed that Jay-Z was already shaking in his boots and allegedly met up with a defense attorney and a divorce lawyer. This tea was spilled by the popular Twitter page and lawyer when they tweeted it. 2 for today for Jay-Z. He met with a criminal defense attorney and a divorce attorney. The details of this meeting were not revealed, but it's safe to assume that it wasn't nothing good. He knows this mess is closing in on him, and that's why he out here, meeting with these lawyers to prepare for what's coming. And when it comes to Beyonce, people actually believe that she was blindsided by Jay-Z and probably didn't know about his dirty dealings until Diddy was incriminated. These rumors started after Beyonce's ex-bodyguard revealed, but Jay keeps Beyonce hooked on nose candy and other substances, so he could manipulate and control her.
Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that.
As if that wasn't bad enough, there have also been speculations of Jay grooming Beyonce and turning her into his cash cow by allegedly pimping her to industry executives. What makes this even worse is that Jay was pushing 30 when he began courting Beyonce, who was just 18 at the time. Mind you, Beyonce never really had much of a social life growing up. She was tied into her career right from when she was a teenager and only had one boyfriend in high school. People believe this is why Beyonce stayed after Ye's cheated on her. He's the only man she's known since she was 18. Her entire career is centered around him, and she's built a whole family with him. She doesn't even know what it's like to be a woman on her own without him in the picture.
How? I feel like she never got to experience life with the different types of people, and the fact that he was so old, low-key, I feel like the only way she expresses herself is through her music. And I don't know them, obviously, but I'm just saying, just like by seeing the age gap and what happens between that age gap, she never got to live outside of him.
The rumors about him allegedly pimping her out got out a few days ago when the Babs spilled the tea about the time that he and Beyonce had met with Jay at a private industry meeting at Diddy's house. According to the Baby, Diddy had kicked everybody out the house, so he, the Baby, Beyonce, and Jay could have their privacy to do their own thing.